Hey y'all, welcome to my Kentucky kitchen. My name is Gloria. I was gonna make some sourdough pancakes tomorrow, so I thought I would show you all my favorite recipe. We're gonna get started tonight and let these ingredients sit for 12 hours or overnight, and we will add the rest of the ingredients tomorrow. So let me show you what we're working with. Now, I love sourdough bread, but pancakes are the main reason that I have a sourdough starter. They're pretty much the only pancake that I make anymore. So, I have got measured in my bowl here 1 cup or 227 grams of unfed sourdough starter. And I use grams in this, or my scale in this recipe, well, mainly because I'm lazy and don't want to wash the measuring cups. And for 2, it comes out perfect every time. So I've got that measured out, and I will leave the recipe in the video description. This is a King Arthur recipe, and it has been my favorite one that I have tried. So 1 cup, 227 grams of unfed sourdough starter, and I'm going to use 2 cups or 454 grams of whole buttermilk. Okay, we can get the scale out of the way because I've already measured out the other ingredients. Okay, I have got 2 cups or 240 grams of all-purpose flour, unbleached all-purpose flour. And 2 tablespoons or 28 grams of granulated sugar. And I'm just going to whisk these together, and that's it for tonight. I'm going to let this sit overnight or 12 hours, whichever. And then tomorrow we will add our eggs, oil, baking soda, and salt. And that's it. You just cook them like any other pancake. And since school has started, what I'm going to do is make quite a few. So I'm going to make them all, put them in a single layer in the freezer, and put them in freezer bags. And then I can just lay them out the night before and warm them up in the morning. That way I've got a quick breakfast. I've got a little one that started kindergarten this year, so I'm looking for different breakfasts and lunch. And I was like, oh yes, pancakes. He will love those. He loves these pancakes, and so do I. Okay, I'm just going to cover it with plastic wrap, and you just leave it at room temperature. All right, here is our overnight sponge. Look how bubbly. And to that, I'm going to add 2 eggs and 1/4 cup or 50 grams of vegetable oil, or you can do 4 tablespoons or 57 grams of melted butter. I'm actually using avocado oil. And 1 teaspoon of baking soda, and 3/4 of a teaspoon of table salt. So I'm just going to mix this up real quick. If you mix this in a smaller bowl, instead of adding them one at a time to your sponge, they seem to mix in better. Because you don't want to over stir this. Okay. Get it all out. And stir this together. And I'm using this Danish dough whisk, I guess it's called. But I've used a regular whisk and it does fine. Okay, put the baking soda and salt in there and stir that up. And this may bubble up a little bit because of that baking soda. And let me turn my stove on. I'm going to preheat my stove, my pans on my stove. I'm using cast iron, but of course you can use anything. I'm gonna turn them on about medium heat. Okay, I'm just gonna let my pans preheat and we'll go over to the stove. Okay, what I like to do is get a stick of butter and just put some on there. I got another pan going back here that you can't see. And I've got, this is what it looks like after it's set a few minutes, and I've got a 1/4 of a cup measuring cup that I'm going to use to dip these out. And I do 3 pans on my stove because I don't really want to sit here all day and make pancakes. I would have all 4 going, but the one burner doesn't work. Oops. I may have to turn my stove down a little bit. I usually have to keep adjusting them while I'm cooking these. And that one's done already. Don't those look awesome? And they are, I'm telling you, they are so, so good. Okay, I'm just gonna keep cooking these. Look at all those yummy pancakes. I got 21 out of that recipe using the 1/4 of a cup measuring scoop. And these will store, if you have leftovers, will store in the fridge for about 2 days. But they'll store in the freezer for a couple of months. But they don't ever last that long around here. All right, I'm gonna go find someone to give these a taste test. Okay, Maddox has volunteered to taste the pancakes. Okay, let us know what you think. Are they delicious? Okay, thank you. All right, thanks so much for watching. I hope you get a chance to make these pancakes, and I hope you love them. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I do have lots of recipes that I want to share, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.